All right. Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to have you here. Um, just waiting a moment to go ahead and get set up here. Yes, anyway, it's great to have you here. My name is Marisa Calder, and I am representing St. Anthony Catholic High School today. We are talking about our very special online dual diploma program today. So I'm super happy you could be here with us, and let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Okay. So what is the online dual diploma program? So basically the structure of the program is that you as an international student are taking classes at your home high school. And then you're going to also take 7 classes online with us through our platform with Catholic Virtual. And you can take those 7 classes over a 1, 2, or 3-year framework while you're still taking your high school classes in person or online at your home institution in your home country. And then you're going to graduate with the degree from your home country, of course, and then you're also going to graduate with an accredited U.S. high school diploma. So that's where the double diploma comes in. When you graduate, you're going to get all these benefits. You're going to be able to get early admission at a number of our partner universities through the University Partnership Program. And you're going to also have the option while you're in this program to participate in short-term programs with us, whether that's online workshops, summer camp, visiting campus, a number of different options. So you're going to really feel like you're part of our school. And it's going to be open to all international students, 10th grade and up, and as long as you're in your high school career. So we are nationally accredited. The online program is accredited by Cognia, and of course, St. Anthony is accredited by the Texas Catholic Conference of Bishops. So it is a nationally accredited diploma that we are offering, which means it will be accepted at any university in the United States. And potentially any university that's outside the United States because it functions exactly the same as a normal U.S. high school diploma. And so why an online dual diploma? Why is this a good option? It's going to allow for a lot of really flexible learning. It's available for students who are maybe unwilling to travel because of the pandemic, because of family concerns, because of financial concerns, because of the burdensome visa process, that you don't want to travel. Or maybe you're unable to travel because you just can't right now because of family or finances or any of those things. So this is available to you as another option. You don't need a visa. You don't have to go through that whole process. Even if you come for a short program, you're only going to need a tourist visa. You're not going to need a student visa. So it's going to be much easier, much cheaper from that perspective. With 7 classes, you're actually doing about a full year of coursework with St. Anthony, whether you do that over 1, 2, or 3 years. So you're getting a full year of classes, but you're getting them at a really discounted price from our normal tuition. So I can talk about that a little bit more later. The other thing to know is that this is not a remote learning program. So remote learning is what every school pretty much this year did, which is take their brick and mortar classes and move them online, whether they were prepared for that or not, whether they had infrastructure or not, whether those teaching methods worked online or not. And so this is online learning, and that's different because it's actually meant to be online. It's set up so that it works well online. It's thought through so that it's going to work for you as an online program. So that's really different than what you may have experienced. So even if you've had a bad experience with online learning, this is going to be really different because this is actually meant to be online. It's also very customizable because it's based on you as an individual pacing yourself through the classes. So it's going to be based on your mastery of the subject, not the amount of time. So in a normal class, you maybe do 4 hours per week on some subject, and then you move on. And it's just based on you were covering it that week. But with online, you're actually going to wait until you've mastered the concept before you can move on. So you might be moving through really quickly. And then if you get stuck on something hard, you can spend a little more time on it because it's based on content mastery, not time. And then you're also going to get success coaches to monitor your progress, make sure you're checking in, make sure that you are following the protocol, they're making progress. So you're going to have people helping you every step of the way. It's also going to get you really prepared for university, particularly if you're interested in coming to university in the United States. Like I said before, you're going to be offered potentially early admission to many of our partner universities, and I'll talk a little bit more about who they are later. You've got a chance to improve your English with native speakers without leaving your own country, so that's pretty awesome. You've got time to get used to the US teaching style, which is something that really trips international students up sometimes when they first come to the United States. You're going to get used to that before you even set foot on a plane. You're going to get a nationally accredited diploma, which means you have access to any US university, not just our partner universities. And you're going to have access to high school counseling services. So we have an international student college counselor that works for us, and he only works with our international students. And so he's going to be able to help you achieve your goals and figure out what the best option is for you. So why St. Anthony? Why is our school special? So as you can tell from this program, we are really committed to flexibility and innovation. We've had a lot of success with our hybrid model that we've implemented since COVID, and we are finding new initiatives all the time. And so the online dual diploma is just one of those. We have dedicated international student support. So that's not true for most private schools in the United States or most high schools. We have a dedicated international person, which is me, that's going to help you with any of your concerns. It's going to be there as your point of contact, as your advisor, who's going to really help you with all of these things. We are mission driven. We are committed to students. We do offer ESL because we do really value our international students. We offer AP and honors coursework to get you ready for college. We've got that personalized college advising, and we're going to also offer early admission to the University of the Incarnate Word, which is one of our partners that's actually here in San Antonio. So they are our main partner, and I'll talk about them a little bit more later. And we're also going to offer virtual programs throughout your courses to connect you to our campus and connect you to our students. So you're going to feel like you're part of our campus, even though you may be physically far away. So a little bit about us, about our school. We are a college preparatory program for young men and women, a co-ed school. We were founded in 1903. We have a very tight-knit student community of about 300 students, small class sizes, really dedicated faculty, and a low student to faculty ratio. And just diverse opportunities for diverse students is a tagline, but that's part of the reason we have this online program, because we do want to serve a diverse community. And you are part of that. So every student has different needs, and we want to make sure we're fulfilling those. We're located way down south in the southern part of Texas. So you can see we are pretty close to the border of Mexico. And we have nice warm weather as a result, although not today. So that's a little bit about us. So let's talk about the curriculum. So these are the classes that you would actually be taking while you are in this program. So students have to complete all of the courses listed on the screen, either in their home high school or with us online. So many of these are pretty standard classes, so you probably would take a lot of them at your home institution. But the classes that are actually required to be taken online are as follows. So you have 1 year of US history or AP US history. You have 1 semester of US government or AP US government. And then what goes along with that for the second semester is going to be economics or honors economics. You're going to have English 3 or AP English 3, which is American literature focused, which is also going to be 1 year. And then the last requirement is a little bit flexible depending on your needs. So if you're coming from a religious school or a religious background, or you're really interested in that, then we are going to require a 1 year class, any class from the religious studies part of our course catalog. If that is not where you're coming from, if that's not appropriate for your setting, if you're coming from a secular school, then we're going to require either 1 semester of character education plus 1 semester of career planning, or the 1 year college and career readiness course, so that you're getting that ethical and kind of framework as you're moving through our coursework. And so that's 4 credits out of the 7 that you'll need. And so then the last 3 credits are going to do one of 2 things. So either they're going to plug the holes in your transcript to make sure we match this, or if you're already done with all of those, then we're going to ask you to select a mini major. So we're going to have you focus on one area, so you kind of get to specialize, kind of get to focus. So the 3 areas where we have these majors are going to be STEM. So you can take science classes, math classes, computer science, lots of things in that area. You can go for business and industry if you're interested in entrepreneurship, which are going to be, finance, business law, that kind of thing. Arts and humanities. So you're going to take art. You might be taking graphic design, you might be taking creative writing, psychology, sociology, anything that's a humanities type of course. And then if none of those work for you, but you do have a specific interest area and you've found 3 courses that can go together from our course catalog that further that focus, then you can put together a custom track. And so we can go, we can talk about that, and you'll consult with us, consult with your counselor about what those classes might look like. Okay, and then aside from the online portion, we are also planning to offer in-person opportunities as the program goes on. Obviously, we will wait to see how the pandemic progresses, but our hope is that will be able to have a summer camp next July, which is a 3-week English language and culture summer camp where you take English classes in the morning and do cultural activities around the city in the afternoon. So that's one opportunity for our dual diploma students. We also hope to offer short visits where you can shadow classes and come and visit our campus, meet our students, and participate in activities here for 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. And we hope to make that available in 2021, 2022. We also plan to have a number of virtual workshops to help connect you with our St. Anthony students through pen pal programs and different activities. So we hope that that will be a good option for you if you're not able to travel. And then finally, of course, you're going to have access to the full-time international student college counselor, as well as myself, who is the international student advisor. So if you have any questions, you can always come to me. If you have college counseling questions, of course, we'll send you onward to our college counselor. So there are a couple of options within this program. So the first option is whether you take the teacher facilitated model or the academy model. So teacher facilitated is going to be asynchronous. And what that means is you are going to be on a self-study schedule. So you will primarily be completing all your coursework on your own using the online platform. You will have access to teachers during office hours, and you will have a success coach that's going to help monitor your progress. That's going to help you move through the content, but you are not going to have live lectures. So this is a little cheaper. It's also going to be more self-paced. So if you really want to move through content quickly, this might be a good option for you if you want to do that. And you're still going to have access to all of the same resources that I've already talked about. The second option is going to be the academy model. So for this, you're going to have synchronous lectures, which means they're going to be live classes with the teacher twice a week for an hour apiece. And so the good thing is that because we're working with Catholic Virtual, we will have a class available in your time zone or very close to your time zone. So that's not a problem. You will not have to take classes in the middle of the night because we know that that is a huge problem for international students. And so we want to let you know that the time zone is not a concern. So if you want that live class experience, that's definitely something that you should go for. And of course, all the advising resources will be available to you. And then the second question is, how long do you want to spend on this program? So no matter how long you spend on the program, you just need to finish those 7 classes. So you can do all 7 classes in 1 year, which to be honest is going to be a little challenging if you're also in full-time school at home. So that's one option, but if you're finishing it up or you want to do it as a gap year, then that's an option. The 2-year program means that you would take 3 classes each year and maybe 1 summer class. So that's moving pretty fast. It's still quite a bit of time, but a little slower than the 1-year program. Our recommended is doing it over 3 years. So if you have the time, start in 10th grade and do 2 classes each year and then maybe 1 class in the summer or do 3 classes 1 year to finish those 7. And that was what our recommended would be. And here you can see a little bit more about our tuition rates. So as I mentioned, the teacher facilitated, the asynchronous is going to be a little bit less expensive between the academy and the teacher facilitated. And then the way that you will pay for this program is per semester. So you will pay each semester that you enroll, you would pay the amount you see there, which is the $1050 for teacher facilitated or the $1217 for the academy. And you can see that our normal tuition is about $11,000. So actually the teacher facilitated model is about 42% discount on our regular tuition. And the academy is a 33% discount on our regular tuition. So how do you apply? You can apply conveniently online on our website. You would submit all supplemental documents online. So that's going to be your transcripts from the last couple of years and please note that you will have to continue to submit transcripts from your home high school as you progress through this program in order to graduate, because we do need to see those classes so we can put them on your transfer transcript. You'll need a letter of recommendation that you will be able to handle the coursework from a school official. You will need a copy of your passport, and if you don't have a passport, then we can accept another form of ID, like a school ID. And then if you'd like to, you can submit a TOEFL, IELTS, or a Duolingo English test score. It's not required, it is optional, because what's going to happen is as soon as you're enrolled in the program, we are going to give you an English placement test. So it's not required to send that in. But if you've already taken it, we highly recommend it, just so we can get a sense of where you're at, and we can help you choose the best courses for you. We'll also do an interview with our admissions team. Typically it's going to be with me, just to get to know you a little bit, figure out what your goals are with doing this program, and go from there. And here you can see our partner universities. So when you graduate, all of these schools listed here have already agreed that they will potentially offer early admission if you meet their GPA requirements. So you can see we've got a number of different schools, including our partner school, the University of the Incarnate Word, but schools all over the country, including schools you've probably heard of, like American University, and other places like that, Auburn University, UMass Amherst, all sorts of great schools. So each school is going to have slightly different admissions requirements, but our school, University of the Incarnate Word, I can tell you right now what our requirements will be. We are going to require a 2.5 cumulative GPA, including both our classes and your homeschool classes. They're going to waive the TOEFL requirement for you, which means if you don't want to, you do not have to take the TOEFL at all, which is great news, because they're going to trust that if you've gone through this program, that your English is going to be good enough to move on to university. And then the SAT is currently not needed for fall 2021, and right now it is not required. It may not be required going forward due to the pandemic. And so you can find out more information about them on their website. And finally, we are on social media. In fact, that may be how you found us today. So you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. We're at Brainpower High School International, and this video will be up as a recording on our YouTube channel shortly, so you can always return back to it later. And then finally, if you have any questions, please let us know. You can message us on Facebook, but you can also message me via email or on WhatsApp. And of course, please visit our website, where you can find out a lot more information about all of these things I talked about today. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.